Just in Wood Green at the moment. Just about to get my chicken and chips. And not too long ago, come back from running. My face is looking a bit rubbed, looking a bit dry. On a greasy one this morning. The greatest fathers on earth prepare for their children's future. You know, there are some fathers right now who have a child or two, and they don't even have a bank account open for this youth, you know. There are certain men who, yeah, they do have a bank account open for their youth or youths, but there's only like £67.40 in that account. At the same time, they're driving that nice car though. They gotta wear that Rolex watch though. They gotta be dripped out though. A lot of people say and claim, oh yeah, I care about my kids, I care about my kids. If you truly cared about your children, if they're of age, 10, 11, 13, 14 years old, if they are not above average in maths, English and science, and you're driving a Mercedes or some flashy car, you do not care about your child's education, fam. There are parents right now, they could have afforded to send their child to private school or even private tuition and that, but they would rather drive a nice car or go on a nice holiday, blood. And these would be the same parents that claim, I love my children, I care about my children. No, you fucking don't, fam. You don't care about them that much, trust me. Because your life is more important. Blood, when you have youths, when you have children, when you have kids, you are no longer number one, fam. This is why I ain't in no hurry to have no children, fam. Anyway, me and my girl was talking about someone that we know. And anyway, into the conversation, you know, the guy's a bit of an idiot still. But my girl said, but he's a good dad. And I said, no, he's not. She was saying, oh yeah, you know, he loves his child and that, whatever, innit? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's all he's fucking got to offer. You see, there's certain parents right now, all they've got to offer their child is love. Love comes free, you know. They ain't got no material to offer their child, no resources to offer their child, fam. What kind of waste, man, shit is that, blood? So anyway, I was watching one local, I would say, no, it's not even a podcast, a local video someone made, like a local response to someone, in it, a local internet beef going on or whatever. And someone said something, and it got me thinking. You know, both of my children have one flat each, you know. They're not even born yet. Them motherfuckers ain't even born yet. Both of my children have one property each. They're not even born yet, fam. Let that sink in, blood. So anyway, the reason why I thought about this is because there was some little idiot back and forth. You know, it's a little internet idiot beef and that between two men. And one of them was talking about, yeah, I already bought my daughter a property or whatever, innit? And I'm sitting there watching this, I'm thinking, obviously, I'm not gonna knock no one and that, but it just got me thinking, like, rah, I've actually even set up my children. Obviously, I thought about this before, innit? But I've even set up my children before they're born. See, that's what you do as a fucking father. That's what you do as a man, you know. You set up, or you do your best to set up your children before they're fucking born, blood. Not wait until they're 6 or 7 to then try to set them up. No, fam, you set them up beforehand, fam. Big up man like Lee Draper. The reason why I thought of him is because when I was coming around the corner, I saw a Holmes to Haringey van. So my old manager, Lee Draper, big him up still. He had £1 million house not too far away. And he was talking about downsizing and going to move to Essex and buying a bungalow for like 250. Quay away, out of the way, innit? And he said what he's going to do is obviously sell the house, buy a bungalow for about 250. Obviously, this was back then. This was like, oh, we're in 23 now. This was like 016, 017, basically 016. He said he's going to sell the £1 million house, buy a bungalow, so he's going to downsize, and the rest of the money, he's going to buy his daughter's properties and that. But that's what you do as a fucking father. That's what you do as a man, blood. You set up the next person in line. Yeah, your lineage needs to be successful, fam. And one thing I was thinking about as well on my way here. My lineage, so my bloodline, needs to carry my success like a fucking relay race, blood. Imagine fucking Jamaica winning the relay race. Yeah, them man there passing the baton on, Obviously, you know, there's 4 people usually in a relay race and that. They're passing the baton on. One person passes it to the next person, that they get to the last and 4th person. The whole entire time they're winning the race. Then they pass it to the next person, and then the person drops on the floor or just starts running slow and that. Blood, my bloodline better not fuck up my success, blood. I've put in too much sacrifice, blood, for some child to just, blood. There's kids out here, yeah, who have inherited money off of their parents because their parents have died or whatever and blown it on drugs, blood. My children better not fucking do that, fam. They need to carry the success, the torch of success that I've left behind and carry that far and pass it on. So I say in my videos all the time, the reason why black people are so far behind, because every generation starts off from scratch. The reason why white people can lap us, and this ain't, I don't care about skin color, innit, yeah, but facts is facts. The reason why, not all white people, cause trust me, yeah, man, work up in the East Midlands, yeah. If you think there's white privilege in that, come do my job, like. Man, never seen so much yards mash up and bruck up. These people are living on, what looks like construction sites, blood, but it's not. It's not a construction site, blood. But anyway, the reason why white people are able to lap us black people is because the previous generation leaves resources for the next generation, blood. Anyway, like I said, there's a lot of men out here. They can claim, oh yeah, I'm a good dad because I love my children and that. Blood, love comes free, fam. If you truly loved your children, you'll be putting in the work before they were born. Or at least the worst case scenario, when they're born and they're growing and that. Anyway, man, that's it for today, man. I'm gonna go and get my chicken and chips. I'm gonna take my bike out for a ride as I do. Anyway, that's it for today, man. Stay wise. Done, man.